Hi everyone. This is my project. My project is about social media, which is more like futuristic, and I using advanced futuristic technologies. I deployed this project on AWS cloud. So to introduce myself, I'm Davis Joseph. Uh, I'm new to programming. I've just started programming since June 2023. I did this project alone, back-end, front-end, database management, and I deploy my project directly to cloud from my GitHub repository. So the idea is behind this project is that I wanted to use AI, integrate AI and into my social media and cloud also, and I wanted to change the daily life of people. What is unique about this social media compared with existing ones is that it has the AI features and Internet of Things, and I planned geolocation. Similarities with others is like account creation, post creation, single sign-on, instant messaging, analytics. At the moment, it's still in prototype phase because of lack of time. So I was inspired by Facebook, MySpace, Alexa, and the concept of smart home and deep learning. Of course, it's deployed on cloud, so there's no server. So I wanted to, the purpose was behind that I wanted to integrate the social media in the daily life of people, become part of their part of their life intricately, and like a AI assistant wherever they go in their daily life. So my timeline, I spent most of my time on. I had the project to finish within 38 days, and I spent most of it on my back end, and very little on my front, because I'm more interested in the back, and I would like to be in the back end in the future. So you can see at every phase I did testing at back end front, usually by the curl command. So we start. I go and click this link. So I sign in. So you can either sign in with Facebook or you can create a new account. So by sign up, you can create a new account. But I already have an account, so I'm just going to sign in. So for the moment, you can see there are a lot of posts here. You can either like them, you can delete also, and you can type new posts. So it comes here. Then, of course, we have analytics here. Here, which we can see how many posts, how many likes. And yeah, this is the circle is just a summary of my analytics data, but I wish to change it into more like a graph with likes and dislikes. So there is a chatbot here, which is the AI part of my project. So at the moment, I'm still training my chatbot to take and receive to receive more responses and accept more responses. But it can give me one response now. So it's not a perfect response because it's taking from my summary of my analytics data, like you have this much data, so I have to change. So then you have the instant messaging. But this is the instant messaging which uses the IoT method instead of the normal WebSocket, because my purpose is to integrate the so my application into convert it into more like a smart home. So you can you have a lot of messages here. If you send, it will work. You can see here, it goes from user to user. So posts, analytics, messaging, chat. Okay, this is the stage I am of my project at this moment. Okay, so I go back to my presentation. So the technology I used, the main technology I used was the serverless web framework, and which is written in the Node.js library. The database was NoSQL, and the MQTT was the protocol I used for the messaging service. Front end is React, AWS services like Lambda, Lex, the chatbot, Amplify for deployment, S3 for storage, IoT core, Cognito for authentication, API gateway, DynamoDB, and QuickSight for the graph of analytics. And the languages was JavaScript and YAML. JavaScript was the main language. YAML was for this creating the serverless. So you can see the architecture. Almost everything is in cloud, and here you use the HTTP, and here is the MQTT for the IoT, and these are the Lambda functions, and DynamoDB here, chatbot, and API gateway, and so this is the flowchart basically, and this is for the deployment to the React, and Cognito for authentication, and the Lambda functions for basically for it all executes by Lambda. Okay, I show you my database. So here you can see sometimes it happens. Here you can see development directly to my from my GitHub repository to the cloud. It sometimes happens with the build failure. I need to debug that. It was working before. So here you can see my database. All these users. Just Chong recently created a user account here in my, and here you can see I'm testing my AI. You can see the test of my AI, and here's my code for my chatbot, and here's the code for the messaging service, instant messaging. Of course, I have code for post analytics also, but I won't show you because of lack of time. And so what was the most difficult thing I had faced? This is my first time I'm learning cloud. It was very hard for me. It was very difficult, and I had many issues with cross-origin resource sharing. Cloud is really, it has so many features that you have to cover. AI chatbot, you could have started AI chatbot from some basic templates, but I decided to start from scratch. That's why it's still in development, because I wanted to start really from development, initial stages. And IoT will always give me problems because IoT was having the issue with credentials. So I had to change the method to obtain the credentials. And analysis representation was also difficult because it's using software I'm still learning. Also at the front end, back end, there was integration issues, and some of the services were not available in Paris, so I had to do it in London. So of course there was a conflict with the region of the servers. So what I liked about this project and what I would like to pursue after this experience is that I would really want to do all my projects from now on cloud. As much as possible. I'm not saying it will going to be like that. And also I like AI and IoT and Node.js and React. I want to learn more deeply into it, and cross-regional development between servers of different countries. I would like not just to stay in one server. And real-time features like instant messaging has also really fascinated me. Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions?
Yes. So in your project, what was the biggest thing at the end, the AI part or the messaging part? What was the biggest
Challenge.
challenge for you?
The AI part.
The AI, yes.
Yeah, the AI part. The
Okay.
chatbot development
Okay.
was the biggest challenge. The second biggest would be the IoT, instant message. Yeah.
Okay. And for the messaging part, did you? Because I don't see that you can send messages to a specific user. You can.
Yes, because it's still because of the because I wanted to implement all my features. I didn't have time to put users and connect. But definitely, I was in the stage. But when the deadlines approached, I knew that I had to finish it.
So
Yeah.
if you can change the past, if what you can do to, how I can say that, did you spend too many time on the AI instead of the messaging at the end?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I spent the messaging was I put at the as a last thing. So yeah.
Okay. Because it was very interesting to work on the AI. That's why maybe.
Yes.
I
Thank you.
understand.
Can you walk us through the part of the code where you ask the chatbot something and the chatbot responds?
Okay.
How do you manage that in the code? Can you please show the
Sure.
code and
Sure.
walk me through it?
Sure. Okay. So you can see, or should I zoom in?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay. So here is the chatbot interaction. So here it takes the session, which the intent for the chatbot is check analytics. So it's supposed to take check for analytics data. That was the intent I created. So it takes it scans from the analytics table name analytics, and it takes from the DynamoDB. Okay. And here is the response message. There are data items length analytics records in total. So then rest is the error logs. That if failed, for example, and fulfilled once it's fulfilled. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't see IA in that.
AI?
I don't see IA anywhere.
Yeah, the AI is actually inside here, because we create the AI inside the Lex, Amazon Lex, and Amazon Lex has its own models. So how we basically start is you can see here
okay.
we have to create intents here. To here, once we set those intents and we set a conversational flow here, you have this is the training portion of the AI. I didn't create my own ML, but here when we start the ML process, we have to Amazon asks you whether you want to start from basic templates, but I said no, I want to start from scratch. So you need to set what kind of utterance question you need, and then based on those answers you need to set, and then you need to hook this with your code. So the hooking, this is the hook actually. Once you create the Lex, the answers and questions, you need to go back and hook it to your code, and then the AI will take it from the code. Without the hook, it will certainly fail.
Okay,
Yes.
I get it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's normal that in the time span you had no time to really train the
Exactly.
AI. It's logical. Okay.
Yes. I wish I had more time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.